When building the onGetRoot method, it's important that you think about the security of your content. By default, any application running on your phone has the ability to call this and interact with your music library. You might not want this and only want to allow official Android apps to access your media. To do this, we need to verify the origin of the package accessing your onGetRoot method. Here, you can see we're calling a package validator class that takes this information in the isCallerAllowed method and checks it. If the package is not allowed, we return null, and this will not allow the media browse operation to continue. To get yourself a copy of the package validator, you should use one of the Android auto samples that I'll introduce later to see what the package validator class looks like. You should probably just use this code instead of trying to write your own. Also at the bottom here, you'll see that we're doing a test to see if we're being queried by Android Auto. This is useful if your app needs to adapt itself differently for ads, music libraries, or anything else when it's running in the car. For the onloadChildren method, shown here, you get to build up a hierarchy of media IDs. Each call returns a list of media items, which we show here, and an item can be playable or browsable. So what does this mean? Let's look at a diagram. Browsable items imply that there is another level underneath, and further calls to onloadChildren will be made. OnloadChildren is called recursively until we reach only playable nodes. At the top level we have a root node, and then we have browsable categories of genre, artist, and album. Genre is broken down into classic and rock, and then classic contains a reference to song 1, while rock contains a reference to song 2. It's totally fine for the same music item to appear multiple times under different categories, so there's lots of flexibility here. If you have a large music hierarchy that will take some time to build, like if you have to fetch it from the network, then you need to do this in the background and not block the user interface. To do this, you should spawn off an async task and then call this detach method shown here. When the result is ready, the async task can then return back the results using another method called sendResult. Using an async task ensures that the user interface is responsive and is not blocked while your code is querying your media library. Since the user will be in a car, it's important that you present items in a way that minimizes user interaction. You should put frequently used items like playlists, channels, or popular content right at the top. You should also avoid showing unbounded broad categories like all artists, because these lists will be too hard for users to navigate through. So definitely don't do that. Instead, you should try to create bounded content that is going to be what the user wants. Android Auto has a limit of 6 touch interactions to reach any point in your media hierarchy to ensure the user does not spend too much time distracted while driving. If you try to exceed this limit, the UI will prevent it and you'll need to present your media hierarchy differently.